Fear of being single. Let's delve into why modern women have a fear of being single, and how they might spend their entire lives without a partner, too apprehensive to admit they've made a significant mistake by unquestioningly embracing feminist ideologies. To comprehend this, we need to explore how these women were raised with the belief that the world owed them everything they desired. They were educated in the art of manipulating and taking advantage of men, ensuring that they remained the center of attention, and that men were always available for any form of intimacy they desired. They were also taught that women could leap from one man to another to advance in terms of resources, finances, social influence, and power, while men were designed to be exploited and then discarded. Modern women genuinely fear being alone just as much as they fear single men. These fears are intertwined. To grasp this, we must first delve into the fundamental physiology and thought processes of women. I've previously discussed hypergamy and how women are perpetually searching for the ideal partner. Now, let's examine how women hold their perception and self-esteem dear. Many things will become clearer once you realize this. Women are the epitome of allure and beauty, a fact widely acknowledged. Their attractiveness is their most potent asset, and women are frequently used as symbols of desire and love. Some of the most puzzled women you'll encounter today are those who are single and over 40. On one hand, they may claim they're content to wait until they're 60 to find the perfect partner, but on the other hand, they post poignant messages on social media about yearning for a man's love like their friends experience. This is why I strongly advise avoiding women who have crossed the age of 40, since they may not be well suited for men seeking peace in their lives. Even respectable women acknowledge this harsh truth and openly admit that they made a mistake by not meeting someone in their 20s or 30s. Others postpone having children, advocating their ideals, and spreading the message of tolerance and freedom, all while feeling oppressed simply because they're women. They seldom acknowledge that being a woman holds far more advantages than being a man. Role of feminism. Modern women did everything they could to attain the power they believed would bring them happiness by climbing the corporate ladder until their 40s. But they realized a bit too late that they had a natural desire to nurture families, settle down, have loving relationships with men, and become caring and supportive partners. Now, inundated with feminist doctrine, they can't even admit they should have followed the traditional path and lived in harmony with their feminine nature. Things aren't exactly going well for modern women in the realm of dating or in life in general. It's tempting to lay the blame solely on men for all this pain and misery. Modern dating has become incredibly chaotic nowadays. You can understand how it all began with women desiring physical and emotional freedom and equality. The concept of women exploring their options was originally seen as a progressive and feminist idea, a means to challenge centuries of patriarchal dominance. However, it has evolved into women advising others to date multiple men simultaneously and never settling down, deviating from the original message. As a consequence of these developments, many women come to believe that men are primarily interested in physical intimacy and little else, which can be disheartening. Interestingly, feminism has somewhat constrained women and facilitated men in articulating how they feel misunderstood and misrepresented. Women are disproportionately concentrated in undervalued professions and are well acquainted with the harsh realities of the job market. Significantly, many women dread the prospect of aging, although societal conditioning often makes it challenging for them to openly acknowledge this concern. The fear of growing old, of remaining single, of not being loved looms large. How media brainwashes women. Institutions, media, and the entertainment industry actively encourage women to delay marriage and start a family while simultaneously urging them to pursue other objectives such as education, careers, and even multiple partners. Here, partners refers to casual encounters and one-night stands rather than long-term relationships. Social conditioning is a potent and detrimental force. Modern women who succumb to it will go to great lengths to defend the beliefs they hold dear. They often combine these beliefs with the messages disseminated by institutions, prominent figures, and multinational corporations, often disregarding women's true happiness. You can even find such women on platforms like TikTok and Facebook. and they tend to become more prevalent as they approach their late 20s with fewer options for partners. Women, especially contemporary women who may be among the most hypergamous ever, are wary of contented single men. Witnessing a single man who is genuinely happy and successful without seeking female attention disturbs their ability to attract men and diminishes their perceived value. Society has effectively coerced men into pursuing women to gain their attention and secure marriage proposals. According to societal norms, finding the perfect partner and achieving marital bliss is the key to true happiness. Women, driven by this illusion, often date numerous men in search of the ideal and real one. Consequently, single men who defy these societal norms are seen as rebels within the system. Men cannot stand modern women. Many successful and educated men have come to understand that women tend to exaggerate their emotions. These men, who have easy access to women, have assessed the cost-benefit ratio and found it to be unfavorable. When contemporary issues like harassment accusations, divorce risks, and legal complications are factored in, the risk-reward equation tilts even further toward risk. As a result, many men who have had negative experiences with women have chosen to live as bachelors, dedicating their time to personal fitness, entrepreneurship, and travel. They have found happiness that women are unable to provide. These men are cognizant of women's nature and are no longer interested in playing the traditional dating game. They have redirected their focus to their life's mission, dealing a significant blow to women who depend on men to approach them in clubs for free drinks, lavish dinners, and material possessions they can flaunt on social media. Women no longer have the upper hand in pursuing men, and this poses a substantial challenge. Women may be the ones chasing men, while these men are too engrossed in their objectives to be bothered by the attention, potentially inspiring more men to follow suit. It's essential to remember that a woman's attractiveness and appeal have a finite shelf life, and once she reaches her limit, she may exit the dating scene. Women derive influence by projecting vulnerability because it spurs men to step forward, participate actively, and provide support. However, as women continue to assert their power, men are increasingly pursuing their own paths and seeking additional reasons for their existence beyond safeguarding women. If women no longer require our protection, what purpose do we serve? Consequently, in the modern era, more and more women may find themselves alone, as they fail to adhere to their inherent nature. Instead, they blindly pursued an ideology that led them away from traditional family life and towards careers, distancing themselves from the fulfillment of nurturing a family with a partner. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my new video drops. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.